For many Americans, the climate is the most important issue for them in 2024. But the reality is, while presidents can certainly set climate change policy, in recent years, it's the Supreme Court that decides whether or not those policies can remain law.
And justices are expected to issue another round of consequential opinions impacting the climate in the coming days. These are the two phrases that you should familiarize yourself with ahead of the rulings: the Chevron Doctrine and the Good Neighbor Plan. Both could be struck down by the Supreme Court soon, and if that happens, it could drastically reduce the rules that federal agencies in Washington can craft, especially related to the climate. The Chevron Doctrine gives deference to agencies to interpret ambiguous laws and issue rules, like the Good Neighbor Plan, which is the Environmental Protection Agency's attempt to regulate pollution in 23 states. Some states, like Ohio, have challenged that authority, saying the rules put undue pressure on electrical grids, and the EPA lacks authority.
I think EPA's rules will certainly be ripe for reconsideration if Chevron is cut back or overruled.
Jonathan Siegel is a law professor at George Washington University. He says if Chevron is struck down, it could have a major impact on what the EPA can do. But he cautions that we may have to wait a while to understand what the true impact will be. Allison LaCroix, a law professor at the University of Chicago, paints a different picture. She believes the rulings could drastically change the ability of the federal government to issue any regulation, including climate change ones.
This could really dismantle the federal administrative state.
If the upcoming Supreme Court opinions strike down or open the door to more easily challenged rules related to the climate, it could make it harder for President Biden to issue new ones in a hypothetical second term. On the other side, the upcoming opinions could make it easier for former President Trump to roll back actions if he's elected again. The former president reversed around 100 environmental regulations during his first term. Joe St. Scripps News, Washington.